Hello everybody. Let me see if I can introduce you guys. So this is my second ever live stream where I have done a cemetery exploration. I'm not too sure how the quality is going to be here, but behind me I have the Fury, and this is one of my all-time favorite places to explore, to ride to, and just kind of reminisce about. There's a lot of history with me and riding here, as weird as it sounds, I guess. But let me introduce you guys to, if you haven't seen the videos already, let me flip my camera here to the tunnel of trees. That is as that sign says over there, Blackstock. Blackstock Road Cemetery, or Smith Blackstock Road Cemetery. I always just call it the Blackstock Cemetery. It's just, I don't know, I guess it just rolls off the tongue just a little easier. Rolls off the tongue just a little bit easier. But after entering this little path here, you come in, and this sign is the first one to greet you. Cemetery closed between sunset and sunrise. And here we are. The Smith Blackstock Road Cemetery. Very first grave you enter upon, 21-year-old Eunice McLean. Then you come into a family plot, and then it just kind of gets interrupted by Arnold, which is kind of weird because that's the only thing that this thing says, but there's nothing, I mean, other than that grave right there. Usually these are marked for like a family plot, but that's literally the only grave for the family plot, and then the rest is Sherm. And yeah, that's, I don't know, kind of the weirdness that is this cemetery. There have been multiple paranormal sightings here. I've gone into more detail on a few videos I've done here, and it's usually that family plot back there. I don't know if I can like circle it with my finger, I guess. That family plot back there, at night it can get pretty hairy over there. Like I said, especially at night. But similar to the one that I was at last time, the Caswell Cemetery, a lot of these graves here are unfortunately in pretty rough shape. More here than there, but like you got those, for example, and they're in pretty rough shape, which really sucks. It really just sucks to see, because they probably don't get visited anymore, and yeah, it just all around just kind of sucks. Hello, Ashley. Yeah, this is I'm guessing a husband and wife. 1944 to 1941. Andrew wasn't far behind Ella. I'm assuming this was a baby grave. Yep. I don't know if you guys can really read it, but it is sad. It is sad. Like, I hate to dampen the mood, like when I do a video or a live stream like this, and like I got nieces and nephews and, you know, cousins of that age, And it just makes me sad. I'm like, imagine just being only 3-4 years old, and then God says, that's it, you're coming back home. And yeah, it's sad, you know. It's like I said in my last live stream. Like, imagine being 15, 16 years old, and the Grim Reaper walks up to you and says, yeah, you're about halfway through. I'll see you in the next 15 years. Like, what are you going to do except ponder about what you're going to do in that time? It just makes you think of the great beyond, you know what I mean? But, yeah. And you got some kind of strange stones like this one. Like, other than, I haven't really been over here in quite some time. Myrtle. This is 1880 to 1892. So this is a baby grave, which just makes my stomach hurt. And then you got these ones here, and I wonder when I'm here with how much overgrown that has happened. Because if you look up this cemetery on like Google, obviously, you'll see pictures from the early 2000s, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but obviously anywhere between like a decade and like 15 years ago. And yeah, it's definitely aged, I guess, but not really so much as agricultural wise in a good way. But yeah, some of the stones here are absolutely my favorite. You got like these ones here that are just like, usually these dates here, 1932 is usually what the rest of these dates land around. This is one of my favorites that I've always loved here. Andrew Corey died August 20th, 1897, 64, so do the math. What is that? Born in 1833? Yeah, I think so. I'm no good at math. I just ride motorcycles and live stream cemeteries to you guys. But anyway, yeah, then you got ones that are more markers than anything now, which used to be like that, but are not anymore. If usually there's stuff falling from the trees. So you got these ones here. This used to be roped off. I don't know what exactly happened to it, but this is, again, another one of my favorites. Some are just decayed, destroyed, probably don't even belong there. Some of them aged rather well, with all things considered. 1818 to 1902. All right, just gonna back up just a little bit. Got a little close. My apologies. I often forget that there's a little mother-father plot right here. And yeah, I don't recall that headstone being tipped over last time I was here, which was arguably a while ago. Yeah, these ones you can't even read. This is where it can get hairy at night. Very hairy at night. Yeah, that one there, that one is nothing to mess around with. Just even more over here. 1819 to 1892. This one, there's like a little opening to a backyard right there, which that's got to be quite White weird to live behind here. What a shame, man. What a shame. So you got the ones up against the tree there, and then the ones that's just kind of hidden. And it just kind of makes you wonder. It's like, you know, with how the earth is overgrown and, you know, kind of died out at times, it makes you wonder if there's anything left under like, in the dirt anymore. No. Oh my God. You got to be kidding me. What a fucking shame. Somebody came back here and tipped this over within the past, like, 2 months. Oh my God. This is my favorite one, too. What an... Oh, God dang it, man. Who does that? Who does that, man? Like, I just... Oh, man. Oh. You can't tell me the earth did that, man. Oh. Dude, that just... Honestly, I'm not lying to y'all. That really ruined my mood. I felt something was freaking different or like around here with these stones. I'm like, I don't recall that one being tipped over. This one wasn't tipped over the last time I was here. And this was arguably my favorite stone here because I like the tree sculpture ones. I am extremely bummed out right now. I ain't finna lie. What a shame that is. What a shame. You know what? I'm gonna go against my own rule. That is bullshit, man. So you guys can actually see what I'm doing, I guess. Nobody deserves this. Wonder if I can kick these sticks under here, because this is a couple 1,000-pound stone right here. Nobody deserves to have some punk ass come in and destroy their tombstone that has been here over 100 years. Nobody deserves it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep it up. This is a little harder, easier said than done. Alright, what would the great people of past time do in this situation? Because if I let this go, it's just gonna tip. You are gonna go this way and that way. Maybe the earth did do this. I'm trying to find like actual hard sticks to keep this up with. Because, like I said, this is a little easier said than done. I am sorry if you feel that I am Alright. Esoteric Rider 1, Earth 0. Son of a bitch. Dear Lord, I ask that you please bless this soul and hope find what I did in good fortune. and continue to watch over the family of the deceased in this graveyard. And yeah, I am out of breath. In the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay. For you, those of you that just tuned in, that is my favorite tombstone in this I was gonna say park, so it's definitely not a park. In the cemetery here, and I don't know if some jerk off came and tipped it over, but I did my good deed for the day, and ask God for forgiveness if that was considered, tinkering with the dead, in which that was not my intention, because I don't believe anybody, even with the destroyed stones in here, should have a stone that's tipped over that shouldn't be tipped over. But hopefully it stays up this time. So that was a little easier said than done. So it's a good thing I work out, huh? Yeah, I work out. I'm just kidding. Okay, you guys are here for the gravestones. So let me flip back. So yeah, these are the other ones that are up here, and yeah, it's that family plot right over there that can get really, really hairy. And as normal, you got the ones that are completely swallowed by the earth. Then these ones that are over 100 years old that have held up very well. (1921) toner. And what's funny about this is you have trees like these that just kind of add to the scenery, I guess. Sorry, I did not mean to trip over your tombstone. I apologize. It died. I can't even read it. It's one of those limestone ones. We've got a unfortunate baby grave right there, but so I'll tell the whole 2 viewers that are watching, and if anybody wants to watch this afterwards, if you come here at night, that lone street lamp right there is the only thing that lights up this place at night, and it is something straight out of a horror movie. And if you come over to this side here and you just wait and you listen, those are acorns falling. Ghost! I'm just playing. But anyway, if you come over here to this family plot and you step in between these two stones right here, you will get a scratch mark. I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. You don't have to believe me, but yeah, I got a picture of it in my archive, I guess, if you want to call it, when I would come here like late at night, 2-3 a.m. in the morning, and take pictures of this place. And I gotta eventually do something. It's like I don't have enough of a following for anybody to really care about like the pictures I post, but I would love to come into these places and like make a like an album of like abandoned places, cemeteries, and stuff like this, so you guys can get a even more up close shot of the things that go on around here, because everybody loves a little haunted exploration here and there, right? So yeah, this is the kind of walking back now. It's like I would totally, if I had just superhuman strength, I would just bear hug this and then set it right back up there. But people do come in good fortune and leave things like that, and which is super nice to see, because imagine having family buried here and then you come here one day and the gravestone's like that, or it was like the one that I fixed back there, you know what I mean? Like, but not everybody has a bad heart, but unfortunately not everybody has a good heart. But yeah, that's a closer shot of the lone street lamp. If you guys watch my video with the murder mystery motorcycles, where I do an in-depth look at this place, and I kind of give you guys like the 4K up close shots of everything and a little commentary here and there, kind of similar to what I'm doing now. It's I have footage of when I did come here the very first time with one of my old friends, well, acquaintances now. But yeah, and like I said, it is something straight out of a horror movie. But of course, anybody's gonna say, "Oh yeah, you go to a cemetery late at night. Of course, it's gonna be something straight out of out of a horror movie." Like, no, dude, you don't understand, amigo. You don't get it. When there is just one lone lamp or no lights at all, it's a completely different story. Yeah, it's interesting. It's extremely interesting here. And when I first discovered this place with my friend, we there was no fence here, no sign. And yeah, it was mostly forgotten about, and the more talk got around, and by me personally, and it started to become, I don't want to say an attraction, because there's nothing attractive about a cemetery other than if you have family buried here. And yeah, and I still say it's forgotten, because more often than not, you got stones like these where it's like, yeah. And the one back there, which I really don't want to go to, so I don't want to ruin the good fortune and good vibe that at least I think I have right now. And it can get pretty hairy even in the daytime. There was one time I came here with my buddy and his wife, and I guess it's called being an empath, I guess, is where you feel emotions from beyond. I don't know. I don't follow that witchcraft. But she came over there, and I told her, I was like, if you stand there and you listen inside of the woods, you'll hear footsteps or somebody calling out to you. And that's at night. It's one of the urban legends here. And she stood over there, and it was about this time, about this dark at here. And she turns around and she just goes, "I gotta get out of here." And I'm like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "No, I'm not." I'm like, "What do you mean you're not okay?" She goes, "I feel like I'm just gonna burst into tears." I'm like, wow, that's insane, because like there have been a couple times where I was here with one of my friends, and he's like, "I just don't want to go over there because I just feel like I'm gonna cry, because it's just it was supposed to be a husband and wife plot, and it's only the wife." And it makes me wonder, because the other urban legend here is from that tree to that tree. If you hear at 3 a.m. and you whistle, you'll hear you'll not hear, but you'll see what is known as the lady in white, a woman in a Victorian era like wedding dress, go from this tree to that tree. That's complete hearsay, but yeah, and kind of putting the dots together, that is her grave, and she wanders this cemetery. And yeah, that's kind of the big story about it, I guess. And yeah, it's quite interesting here. This is one of the more smaller, more interesting cemeteries. If you follow me on TikTok, I do have a video where actually no, I have it on my YouTube here too, where I explore, well, not really explore, but I get a shot of one of the smallest cemeteries I've ever seen near Port Austin, Michigan, and it's called the Gore Cemetery, and there's maybe 20 stones, maybe, if even that. And they're all of this era, and it's really reminiscent of this, but it's just way more compact. Maybe from here to the lamppost, and there's one that's really like sunken in with the trees, and it's really creepy looking. Like it's like the forbidden grave is what I like to call it. And I refuse to go into those trees and go into that grave, because who knows? Mother Nature's she can be scary sometimes. She can be a witch. But yeah, that heading towards the entrance here. Yeah, that is the Smith Blackstock Road Cemetery. So I'm going to walk with you guys back over to the motorcycle, and hope it didn't get stolen, because it's kind of a ways away and like right in the public eye, but at the same rate. So if there are any ghosts behind me, you let me know, so I can at least get a selfie with them, or be like, "Hey, yo, shout out Esoteric Rider on YouTube." No, I'm just playing. But yeah, man, this is get a shot of the cemetery sign. It's probably backwards to you. Yeah, it is backwards to you. Or at least it's backwards to me, but I don't know. Cemetery closed between sunset and sunrise. Now, the real question is, Halloween, it is approaching. And granted, if I do more of these and it gains more of a following, I don't think I have a problem with doing a night cemetery exploration. And what better night to find something, hear something, see something, get a nice good roller coaster-esque thrill than on Devil's Night. So somebody wants to clip that, you go right ahead and you clip that, because like I said, if we got enough following and whatnot, I'll be more than happy to come back here 1, 2, 3 o'clock and do a live cemetery exploration with you all on Devil's Night. So yeah, so you guys can't say, oh no, Esoteric Rider, he ain't got the guts to do it, he ain't got this, he ain't got that, he ain't about that life, he ain't about that life. Oh man, how sick and demented do you gotta be to start walk out of a cemetery just laughing, having a good time? But yeah, that's that long pathway into there, and it is creepy at night, man. It's creepy. Yeah, it's weird. It is weird. So I'll give you all a shot of the bike like I normally do, if my riding gloves will let me. That is a schmexy motorcycle, ain't it? Who the hell says schmexy anymore, bro? I just be making up words. I got my motovlogging helmet with me this time. I ended up dropping my my graveyard helmet, and it scratched the piss out of the lens, or the visor. So I'm like, great, gotta order a whole new one of those. So yippee-ki-yay. So I'm gonna set you guys down for just a second here, lean you up against my kickstand. So no tacos this time. If you guys watch my my last stream, this literal like DoorDash woman hippie person, literally while I was exploring the graveyard, walking to the road, came up to me and was just like, hey, I have 3 tacos here. Do you want them? And I'm like, no, I don't want them. Like, get your tombstone long titty having tacos out of here. I could really not give a damn less, bro. Like, all right, guys, I'm gonna go catch Miles, and I hope y'all enjoyed. If you're all watching this post live stream, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed as well. And yeah, support your local veteran. And as always, be safe and ride free. Check out esotericmotorcycleparts.com for parts for your Honda Shadow, Honda Fury, and all that good stuff. So yeah, never disrespect the dead. Be safe and ride free. Peace out.